Imagine stepping into the Americas 100,000 years ago. The world around you would feel harsh, unrecognizable, and even dangerous. The air would be colder and drier than what we breathe today, and the landscape would be dominated by creatures both strange and intimidating. Some would resemble modern animals, while others would be unlike anything you've ever seen. Among these, one might catch your eye and seem familiar at first: a wolf. But don't be fooled, this was no ordinary wolf. It was the dire wolf, a predator so formidable that even the largest gray wolves today would seem small and weak in comparison. The dire wolf has intrigued scientists for centuries. Fossils of these enormous canines were discovered across North America, with records going back as far as the 1850s. Early paleontologists quickly realized that these remains were not just from ordinary wolves, but it took decades to understand that all these fossils belonged to a single species. Initially, they were classified under the genus Canis, the same genus as modern wolves, dogs, coyotes, and golden jackals. At first, this led to the name Canis priscus, but later it was officially renamed Canis dirus, meaning terrible wolf, which is where the nickname dire wolf comes from. For years, it was assumed that dire wolves were just giant wolves. That assumption lasted until 2021, when DNA analysis revealed something startling. Dire wolves and gray wolves were not closely related at all. Their most recent common ancestor lived over 5.7 million years ago. Even more surprising, the gray wolf isn't the dire wolf's closest living relative. That title actually belongs to the African golden jackal. This discovery prompted a reclassification, with the dire wolf now referred to as Anoscion dirus, officially separating it from the wolf family tree. Despite not being closely related, dire wolves looked remarkably similar to gray wolves. They shared comparable body structures, sizes, and proportions. This similarity is an example of convergent evolution, a phenomenon in which unrelated species develop similar traits as they adapt to similar ecological roles. Dire wolves and gray wolves coexisted in North America for thousands of years, hunting similar prey and facing similar environmental challenges. Their resemblance was not because of shared ancestry, but because evolution shaped them to thrive in the same type of environment. Size was one of the dire wolf's most striking features. Adult dire wolves weighed between 60 kilograms, 132 pounds, and 68 kilograms, 150 pounds, making them comparable to the largest modern gray wolves. However, some dire wolves were even larger, potentially reaching up to 110 kilograms, 243 pounds. Exact measurements for these giants are still uncertain, but even at confirmed sizes, the dire wolf stands as one of the largest canines to have ever lived. If it were a wolf in the traditional sense, it would hold the record as the largest canis species known to science. Not all dire wolves were identical, though. Paleontologists have identified two subspecies, Anoscion dirus gildii and Anoscion dirus dirus. These subspecies lived in different regions of North America. Gildii ranged from California down into Mexico, while D. dirus occupied lands east of the Great Divide. The eastern subspecies, D. dirus, was larger and had longer limbs, suggesting it was better adapted for running down prey across open terrain. Scientists theorize that these differences arose due to environmental factors, prey availability, and possibly evolutionary timing, with D. dirus representing a later adaptation. Regardless of size, even the smaller Gildii was a formidable predator. The dire wolf's bite was legendary. Its massive skull housed large temporalis muscles, giving it extraordinary biting power. Pound for pound, a dire wolf could bite harder than the Smilodon, the famous saber-toothed cat, even though the Smilodon could be several times heavier. Its teeth were perfectly adapted for taking down prey, sharp molars for shearing meat, and canines with exceptional flexibility to hold struggling animals. Once a dire wolf bit into its prey, escape would have been nearly impossible. Social behavior played a key role in the dire wolf's hunting strategy. Fossil evidence suggests they lived in packs. Multiple dire wolves are often found at the same sites, indicating they hunted and traveled together. The La Brea tar pits in Los Angeles provide one of the clearest examples, with numerous dire wolves trapped alongside their prey at the same time. Scientists estimate pack sizes ranged between 12 and 30 individuals. These packs were likely organized with alpha pairs leading the group, accompanied by offspring from the current year and previous years. This structure hints at monogamous behavior, similar to modern gray wolves, and indicates a complex social hierarchy. Hunting in packs gave direwolves a major advantage, allowing them to target large herbivores. Their prey included ancient camels, pine bison, dwarf pronghorns, western horses, giant ground sloths, and occasionally massive megafauna such as Columbian mammoths and American mastodons. Taking down these giants required coordination, strategy, and sheer power. Fossil evidence shows that tooth breakage was frequent among direwolves, suggesting that hunting was a violent and intense struggle. Unlike modern wolves, which can kill efficiently, direwolves were messy killers, grappling with enormous prey and using their incredible bite to finish the job. They were capable of defending kills against virtually any competitor, demonstrating the strength and effectiveness of their pack-based hunting. Direwolves were versatile in both diet and habitat. They inhabited open plains, grasslands, savannas, mountains, and steppe regions, adapting to diverse environments. Fossil evidence has been found throughout North America, from Mexico to Canada and even as far away as China, suggesting that they crossed the Bering Strait tens of thousands of years ago. Despite this impressive range, they faced significant challenges in Eurasia. Competition with established predators such as cave hyenas may have limited their success outside the Americas. Even within North America, life was not easy. Direwolves shared the land with a large number of other predators, including smilodons, American lions, pine gray wolves, short-faced bears, coyotes, and cougars. All of these animals hunted similar prey, creating intense competition. Evidence from fossilized bones shows that direwolves consumed food rapidly, likely due to the constant threat of nearby predators attempting to steal kills. Humans could have also been a factor. Humans arrived in North America over 20,000 years ago, and direwolves survived until roughly 9,500 years ago. While there's no direct evidence of encounters, humans may have competed for similar prey, indirectly impacting direwolf populations. Today, we can only appreciate the direwolf through fossil records and popular culture, like the creatures portrayed in Game of Thrones. Yet even through screens and exhibits, the direwolf remains one of the most awe-inspiring predators ever to roam the earth. Its massive size, crushing bite, strategic pack behavior, and dominance over competitors make it a true icon of prehistoric North America. The direwolf story is a reminder of the complexity and adaptability of life in the past. It shows us how evolution can create incredible creatures capable of surviving in a world filled with challenges and dangers. They were not just hunters, they were apex predators, social animals, and masters of their environment. Understanding them helps us appreciate the ecosystems of the past and the delicate balance that allowed such magnificent animals to thrive. For anyone fascinated by prehistoric life, the direwolf is a prime example of how powerful and fearsome nature can be. From their size and bite to their pack hunting strategies and dietary versatility, every aspect of the direwolf's biology was optimized for survival in a challenging world. And while they are gone from our landscapes, they remain alive in our imagination, teaching us about the incredible diversity of life that once existed. If this exploration into the world of the direwolf captured your imagination, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more journeys into the prehistoric past. The story of these terrible wolves reminds us that the Earth was once ruled by predators of unmatched skill and power, creatures we are lucky to study, but perhaps even luckier never to encounter in person. Subscribe to the Antique Animal channel and follow us to explore the most powerful and mysterious ancient creatures that once ruled the Earth.